Hello viewers, this Too Fast here. I'm very excited to show you a brand new dashcam from the company VIOFO. This one here is a model T130. This is a 3-channel dashcam, meaning it has 3 cameras, one facing the front, one facing the back, and an in-cabin camera that allows you to swivel it 90 degrees. This is definitely a first on the market with this design. With this design, you can quickly and easily swivel the camera to film what's going on outside your driver's window. Now this dashcam comes with many great features like GPS for data logging and Wi-Fi connectivity so you can use an app to view and download the recorded videos. In this video, I'll go over everything you need to know about this dashcam, so let's get started. Let me show you the unboxing of this brand new VIOFO T130 3-channel dashcam. Looking at the box here, it tells you it has Quad HD 1440p resolution for the front camera and 1080p for the inside facing camera and 1080p for the back camera. This dashcam uses a Sony image sensor, has infrared night vision and GPS logger. Right here is the dashcam. USB-C data cable, cigarette lighter power cable. This is a rear camera cable, plastic pry tool, spare double-sided tape, and a microSD USB card reader. User manual, and 2 stickers you can apply to your windshield. And then you can mount the dashcam onto the sticker so it's easy to remove in the future. Here's a look at everything you get with this dashcam. I should mention you can also pick up an optional polarized lens which you can attach to the front camera, and that'll help reduce glare in the video, and it can also give you a more clear image when you're reading details like license plate numbers or street signs. So let's have a closer look at this VIOFO T130 dashcam. First thing you'll notice is it has a very compact design. Right here is the in-cabin camera, and the resolution on this camera is Full HD 1080p. Now with the design of this dashcam, the inside facing camera, you can actually swing this over to the left side here, and this will allow you to capture anything happening on the side of the road, or if let's say you're stopped by the police, this camera is able to capture your interaction with the police. And when you're done recording the side, you swing this back to face inside the cabin. On the right side, you have the power button, the mute button, and the Wi-Fi button. This large round button is a video protect button, so if you see something happening on the road, you can press this button to lock the video clip so it will not be overwritten. Now right above all these buttons, there are 4 LED indicators. They'll tell you whether the video is recording, Wi-Fi is on or off, GPS on or off, and microphone on or off. Looking at the top, here's a reset button. Next to it is a microSD memory card slot. On the front side, there's a front-facing camera. The resolution on this camera is Quad HD 1440p. And you swivel this up and down. Looking on this side, there's a connector for connecting the rear camera cable. Over here is a windshield mount. You can remove the backing on a double-sided tape and then stick this directly onto the windshield. Now besides being able to swivel the front camera up and down, you can also rotate the dash cam up and down. To the left of the windshield mount is a USB-C power connector. Looking at the bottom, there's a microphone, and right next to it is a heat dissipation block. When you install this, make sure you're not blocking this port. There's a cigarette lighter power cable. On this end, there's a USB-C connector. Connect this to a power input port on the dashcam. Right here is a rear camera. The resolution on this camera is Full HD 1080p. And over here is a USB-C connector for connecting to the rear camera cable. Looking on this side, there's a double-sided tape. Here you can mount this directly onto the back window or on a panel inside the vehicle. Now this camera is not waterproof, so you cannot mount this outside the vehicle. After you install this, you can set the viewing angle by rotating the camera. Right here is a rear camera cable. On both ends, there's a USB-C connector. Now what you want to do is plug one end of the cable to the dashcam, and then plug the other end to the rear camera. And you will need to run this cable from the front of the vehicle all the way to the back. Now I should mention, besides using the cigarette lighter power cable, you can get the optional Hardwire kit that you see right here. With this, you need to tap power directly from the fuse box for the ignition 12 volt and constant 12 volt, and also connect the chassis ground wire. If you want to utilize the parking mode feature on this dashcam, you will need to install this Hardwire kit. Now before you power on the dashcam, remember to install your microSD memory card. Now this dashcam does not include one, so you'll have to provide your own. The maximum size you can install on this dashcam is 256 GB. Now I'll plug this into my power supply and power on the dashcam.
Recording. 3 channels started.
With the dashcam powered on, if you press the microphone button, you can mute the microphone.
Voice recording disabled. Voice recording enabled.
If you press and hold the Wi-Fi button, you can turn on and off the Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi enabled.
As I mentioned earlier, if you want to lock the video clip, you can press this video protect button right here.
Video protected.
If you want to turn off the dashcam, press and hold the power button. To turn on the dashcam, press and hold the power button.
Recording. 3 channels started.
Now if you turn off and turn on the dashcam, the Wi-Fi will be off. So let me turn on the Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi enabled.
To install the VIOFO app, go to your Google Play Store or Apple App Store and look for the app VIOFO. Install it. Open the app. Here it tells you VIOFO is requesting permission to set up a VPN connection that will allow it to monitor network traffic. Now on your mobile phone, make sure your Wi-Fi is on. Next, select Connect your camera. Select Continue. Go to your Wi-Fi settings. Here you see the VIOFO T130. Select that. The default password for the dashcam is 12345678. Connect.
Wi-Fi connected.
Once it's connected, go back to the app. Right here is a live view of the 3 cameras. This screen here will show you the in-cabin camera. This one here will show you the back camera. And this bottom screen will show you the front-facing camera. Now if you press this rotate button right here, you can toggle the view. Right now you're looking at the front-facing camera. Press it again. This is in-cabin camera. Press once more. Now there's the back camera. And press it once again. Now you're back to the 3-camera view. If you press this camera icon, you'll take a snapshot and it'll be saved to your phone. Now to go into settings, you do need to first stop the recording. Press the record button at the bottom here. Next, press the settings button. Under video setting, you have video resolution. The default resolution is 2K for the front camera and 1080p for the inside camera and the back camera. The other options is set all 3 cameras to Full HD 1080p. Let's go back to 2K for the front camera. Next is time-lapse recording. By default is off. Loop recording. By default is 1 minute. So with the dashcam, it will record continuously in a loop cycle. If you have it set to 1 minute, then it will record a bunch of 1-minute video clips non-stop. And when the memory card is full, it will start overwriting the oldest file. I'm going to select 3 minutes. Press OK. Record audio is on. So here you can turn on and off the microphone. Exposure value for the front camera is 0. You can increase or decrease the exposure. You can also adjust the exposure value for the inside camera and also the rear camera. Wide dynamic range is off by default. You can turn this on if you want. G sensor is set to medium sensitivity. You can set it for low, medium, or high. Now with the G sensor, if it detects an impact to the vehicle while it's driving, it will automatically lock that video clip so it will not be overwritten. Day snap by default is on. Bitrate is high. Under system settings, you have time zone. You can set the GMT time. Time synchronization. You can sync the time with phone. Date format. You can set it for month, day, and year. Boot delay is off. Infrared camera color is off. Infrared LED is auto. So at night when the cabin is dark, it will automatically turn on the infrared LED for nighttime recording. Parking mode is off. As I mentioned earlier, if you install the Hardwire kit, then you can utilize the parking mode feature. And with the parking mode, by default is off. You can set it for low bitrate recording. Time-lapse recording at 1 frame per second, 2 frames per second, 3, 5, 10, and auto event detection. Parking recording timer by default is off. Enter parking mode timer by default is off. Parking G sensor, you can set it for high, medium, or low. Parking motion detection by default is high. you can rotate the front image, you can rotate the interior image, and rotate the rear image. Notification sound is on. Voice notification is on. The live video source is for all camera. GPS is on. Speed unit by default is kilometers per hour. I'm going to change this to miles per hour. GPS info stamp by default, it will stamp speed and coordinates. Camera model stamp by default is on. Frequency is set to 60 Hz. Format SD card. Here you can format the microSD memory card.
Memory card format successful.
You can also reset the camera setting. Here's a Wi-Fi SSID name, Wi-Fi password. You can also set up a custom text stamp, car license number, and see the free space on the card. At the very bottom, here's the app version and the firmware version. When you're done, go back. Now VIOFO offers an optional polarizer filter for this dashcam. If you install this filter, it can help reduce some of the glare in the picture and can give you a better image with the recording. So let me show you how to install this filter. If you rotate the side of the lens, you'll see a white marking right here. Of the front camera, there's also a white marking here. What you want to do is line up the two white lines and then push this onto the front camera. Remove this protective film. So now let's take this to the car. I'll show you how to install the dashcam, and we'll also take a look at the daytime and nighttime recording for all three cameras. To install the dashcam onto the windshield, remove the backing on double-sided tape, and then stick this directly onto the windshield. Next, connect the power cable to the dashcam. Connect the rear camera cable. Run both of these wires up to the headliner and over to the A-pillar. With a power wire, run it down to your center console, and with the rear camera cable, run it to the back of the vehicle. Pull back the weather stripping. To run this rear camera cable up along the edge right here. Now you need to be careful and keep the cable away from the side curtain airbag. Run the power cable along the side down here and take it over to the center console where you'll plug in your cigarette lighter plug. Plug the power adapter into your 12-volt accessory port. To install the rear camera, I'm going to mount this directly onto the back window. Again, this camera is not waterproof, so you will need to install this inside the vehicle. Turn on the ignition, and the dash cam will power on automatically.
Recording. 3 channels started.
For the initial setup, you want to turn on Wi-Fi and connect the app to it.
Wi-Fi enabled.
Use the live view in the app to adjust the viewing angle of all three cameras. I can adjust the angle of the in-cabin camera and the front camera independently. So I can swivel this front camera like this. I can also adjust the angle of the in-cabin camera. Now with the design of this in-cabin camera, while it's recording, if you see something happening on the side of the road, you can quickly and easily swivel the camera to the side. In this video clip, I'll show you what the in-cabin camera view looks like while the camera is pointed towards inside the vehicle, filming me. I'm also going to swivel the camera out to the side so you get to see what the camera view looks like when the camera is pointing out to the side. Now in this video clip, you also get to hear the audio recording so you have an idea how good the recording is. So right now I'm going to rotate this all the way to 90 degrees. Now at 90 degrees, you're probably looking at the A-pillar. What I'll do is bring it back to about 45 degrees. And now you're looking at the front side window. The window is tinted, so I'm going to roll down the window. And there's a view you get out through the side. Now I'm going to step outside the vehicle and talk from outside the vehicle so you get an idea how well it picks up the audio. So right now I'm standing outside the vehicle. Hopefully the microphone can pick up the audio and also the camera can pick up the video. That's right here. And when you're done filming the side, you can swivel the camera back towards the cabin. Let me show you how to download the recorded video from the Dashcam to your phone using the VIOFO app. First, connect the app to the Dashcam. Turn on the Wi-Fi by pressing and holding the Wi-Fi button.
Wi-Fi enabled.
In the Wi-Fi settings, select VIOFO T130.
Wi-Fi connected.
Go back to the app. At the top, you're looking at the live view of the Dashcam. Now, to play back the recorded video, you need to first stop the recording, press the record button at the bottom, then press the photo icon at the bottom left-hand side. Here's a list of all the recorded files. Now, at the top, there are 3 categories: all files, locked files, and parking files. You can scroll down, and these video files are categorized by dates. To play back any of the recorded file, select it, press play, and it'll play back the recorded file. Now, if you want to download this file, there's a download icon at the top here. Select it, and this file is now being downloaded directly to your phone. You can also delete any of these files. What you want to do is select the file, then select the trash can icon at the top here. Select OK, and now the file's deleted. Go back, and then press the record button to start recording. When you're done, exit the app. As you can see, with this mobile app and the Wi-Fi connection, it's very easy to download the video file without having to remove the Dashcam or remove the memory card from the Dashcam. Overall, I think this is a great Dashcam. As you saw in the recorded video, the daytime recording is very clear with good contrast, exposure, and white balance. Also, with the Quad HD resolution of the front camera, you can easily read the license plate number in front of you. I'm also very impressed with the performance of the rear camera. On many other Dashcams, the rear camera usually have a very dark picture when you don't have a lot of ambient lights. But with this VIOFO rear camera, you're able to see a very clear image even without much ambient light at night. With the Wi-Fi connectivity, it's very easy for you to use the app to make changes to the configuration and also view and download the recorded videos. This Dashcam is able to capture everything happening outside the vehicle and inside the vehicle, giving you total protection. If you're in the market for a 3-channel Dashcam, I highly recommend this VIOFO T130. If you want to learn more about this Dashcam and where to get it, I'll include the link in the video description below. I'll also include a coupon code you can use to get additional savings. If you have any questions or comments, leave one in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. To support this channel, remember to click on thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified of new videos.